gosh. Pantalix is in deep shit. Another exploder. And Sabine is feeling it. Sabine has Pantalix right where he wants him. But then somehow he must have bumped his head against Pantalix, because now Alex is firing off many rounds. Look at this. Holy shit. Oh. Billy it back. Overhead suplex. Flying Hurricane Rana. And the wrestling world are counting pretty slow. Oh, nice maneuver there by Pantalix. A pinfall and submission combination. The fans couldn't decide who to go first. Sabine Barda had the control a moment ago, and now, ever since he bumped somehow, some way with Pantalix, double pin, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It ends with a double pin. The Lethal Enforcers retain the ECW World Tag Team titles. I cannot believe it. Who is gonna stop these guys? Honestly, they defeated the Supreme Team without a freaking hitch. There it is, the double pinfall. And the wrestling world behind them, counting to 3. They have retained the ECW World Tag Titles. Congratulations, Pantalix. Congratulations, Southern Dandy. You boys definitely deserve the win. And that means that the Supreme Team are now at the bottom 9 in the tag team ranking system, and whoever is that number 2 has now been bumped up to number 1. Well, ladies and gentlemen, standing by with our senior correspondent, Rick Rocker, is the challenger for the LCW World Championship belt. That's Billy Boomstick and her partner in crime, Jenna Jaguar. That match, ladies and gentlemen, is coming up in just a few minutes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you are enjoying our telecast here tonight here on FPW Cavalcade 2020, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Baba Ganoush. And before we go on to our next upcoming matchup, ladies and gentlemen, little announcement here for the future of Fantasy Pro Wrestling. Now, what's going to be happening, ladies and gentlemen, within the next couple of months, with the uncertainty of COVID-19, we don't know if we're going to have Scott Towels, Titanium, Vicious Jeremy, all those people in the office. I know that Vicious Jeremy runs the damn company, but he's at home and he's just networking right now, so he can't even make it here because he does not want to affect anybody, and so do I. I don't want to affect anybody. Nobody wants to affect anybody. We want to flatten the curve as best as possible for anyone watching this right now. Do us all a fucking favor and flatten this bullshit fucking curve, and so that we can all go back to work, go back to our normal lives as they were before. Now, we don't mean any harm to cause on anybody, businesses, etc., etc., etc. My job, my daytime job, is affecting too, ladies and gentlemen. Even though I bring you guys hard fighting news coverage here on our fantasy pro wrestling shows, No Mercy and LCW as well. My daytime job is in effect because I work for the government. And we're not allowed to come back into work until we get the green light. So what's going to happen with me? What's going to happen to the THQ Arena? It all depends on your actions, ladies and gentlemen. The very fate of our lives rests in your hands. So our next upcoming pay-per-view, for instance, is Lords of the Ring, our annual tag team tournament to decide who will be facing against the specialists. That's Vicious Jeremy and Titanium for the FPW Tornado Tag Team Championships. Already, one tag team match is already set and scheduled as we have the Super Bad Boys, Jesse the Hand Baudouin and the Sexy Hamburger McLovin. They're going to be competing against a newly crafted tag team of Junior and Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd, ladies and gentlemen, has to retire from professional wrestling 5 years ago when he suffered a very severe, traumatic neck injury where he had to have a rod inserted into his fucking head. Or his neck, excuse me, not his head, but his neck. His surgically repaired neck, and I don't think that Tyson Kidd is 100% thinking about this, but he's legit. And their tag team name is the Wrestling Dynasty. Interesting. Well, they're going to be one of the matches for Lords of the Ring, and a date has yet to be decided. We will come up with a plan. I still have to hear from the boss. I have to hear from him on my phone here. I have to hear from him to know when that next pay-per-view will be. And of course, War of Champions. So far we have a match or two set up. We've got, of course, our 40-man epic War of Champions match, where the winner of that contest competes for the Championship of the Universe for Beach Blast, or Coastal Clash, if we're still going to call it Coastal Clash, in the month of July. And by then, I am hoping and praying to Jesus that by then, things will go back to normal and we can actually have ourselves a real summer of 2020. We got now War Beast competing for the No Mercy Championship, and Dean Ambrose will be inside a steel cage against Kabuki for the King of the Cage title. That's going to be awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Looking forward to that. And of course, the FPW Tornado Tag Team titles will be on the line. Vicious Jeremy and Titanium should be back in action to defend those titles against the Lords of the Ring, the 2020 Lords of the Ring winners. And of course, I'm handing a note too that if the specialists don't compete that night or can't make it due to the pandemic, they're going to be stripped of the championships. I know. And what's going to happen is the belts will be delivered, hand-delivered to the Lords of the Ring. Lords of the Ring, yeah. And there's not going to be a tag team title match. So that's how severe this is going to be, and we're taking every measure we can to keep fantasy pro wrestling going. And as I said, it's all up to you. So fans, that's all I got to say for now. We will have a confirmed date as to what's going to happen with the Lords of the Ring pay-per-view. You know what's going to happen. We have the tournament all scouted out and everything that should be all laid out. We just need to know when we're going to do it. And we'll tell you guys before the end of the show. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, take this time to go out for a smoke break, a toke break, a vape break, but keep a distance of 2 meters away from you or a couple of feet away. Enjoy the fresh air. It is springtime after all, and it's also Easter weekend. So happy Easter to all of y'all, and we'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
Like I said, on its own merits, it's still a really good game. Knowing that it's a 2, Real good.
Of course.